Hi, Mom, to my number one fan for Latte with Tete. This is episode number 3. What are we going to talk today, Niths?
Yeah, in today's episode, we are going to talk about how we balance our goals in our relationship.
We are talking about how to balance our couple goals and our single goals.
Single goals, more like individual goals.
Individual goals.
Yeah, so it's quite an interesting experience, right? To try to decide which goals are important to you.
Very interesting because I never knew I had goals when I was a single man until I met my significant other, and then you realize that life has so many things you never thought about.
Why not you share with us, like, how was it like for you?
My only goal to have was not to have a goal.
What?
When I was single.
Uh-huh. So how did that make you feel?
Light, free,
No commitment.
just having fun.
Yeah? Then how did it change when I come into your life?
It became so motivating.
Motivating. I've heard people saying that, I suck the blood out of their lives.
I don't know who you met lah, but it's the same. Actually, she sucks the blood out of my life. But when you're single, you don't really think about anything. You see, like I need a car. I need to marry. I need to get a wedding, nice fat wedding. I need to buy BTO, HDB, whatever shit. You don't think about that kind of stuff. You see, so I think things were much easier. But now I think it's way better because you feel a need to wake up every single day.
You mean in the past you don't need to wake up?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't care. So actually, why we are talking about couple goals and versus single goals is because, since young I've seen many couples break up and I couldn't understand why. And after thinking about it more deeper, right, even from the experience of my own family, my friends, right, I see that there's actually a very big difference between couples who have a goal and some that they're not speaking and sharing about their goals, right? So we want to I was actually thinking deeper about this lah, and I realized that okay, is there something that is not allowing them to move forward as a couple, and what was that? And then I found out one of the reasons that they do not progress in their relationship is because they have two different ideas, right? And I think it applies to a lot of couples out there. So what are your thoughts about that?
Well, I do agree with you, like, prioritizing needs. Whose needs is more important? Mine or the partner's? Or is it our goal? When is it important, when is it not important? That's a very difficult decision to make sometimes.
Yeah.
And with this concept of self-love, protecting your autonomy, etc., I think there's like a confusion also as to like how it exactly plays in the relationship. Yeah. So I mean, I'm aware of some couples or even older and younger couples, right? Like they don't necessarily find that balance. I mean, it is good to find a balance, but we are all imperfect people, so we make imperfect decisions.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Yeah, I make imperfect decisions all the time. So that's the reason
am I on
why
the perfect decision or the imperfect decision?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Hi.
So anyway, I just did not answer that anyway. But yeah, so coming back to the point, right? Couple versus single goals. I think every one of us, when we were born till the time we got to our partner, we had our own dreams and goals. And then after that, things change, right? When you meet a partner, it's like you got to let go of some goals. You got to pick up some other new goals that your partner has, and you guys try to work together. For me, I just didn't have any goals at the start. Now I have plenty because of her. She got too many things on her mind.
Yeah.
So Niths, why don't you share with our friends what kind of goals you had before you met?
I say my top 3 goals lah, huh? Okay. So my first goal is to be able to travel everywhere in the world. I want to travel big. My second goal is to have a lot of money in my bank account because yeah, I don't want to give my family the responsibility lah to take care of me. My third biggest goal is to be able to study a lot, and I want to study overseas lah. Yeah, because I want to gain the experience and the fun studying overseas. I know you study overseas, and you might have different opinions. There are pros and cons lah, but I like
It's fun when it's fully funded.
How about you?
You mean my single goals?
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, I didn't have any goals because not having a goal is the only goal of my life.
Now you're paying the price of that, of having no goals.
Yeah, okay, fine, maybe.
Ouch.
But yeah, burn. Anyway, yeah, that's true. I didn't have any much goals, but you know, the same thing. Go to work, get a job. You know, study hard, play hard. Everything was hard, man. Life's hard.
Okay, but how did it change for you?
It's just one evening I went out on a date. I think that's probably my first date ever and my last also. Because after that I didn't date any other girls.
More like you got no time to date also, hello.
Yeah.
You could date every day.
Too many goals doesn't allow you to date. But anyway, coming back to the point. Yeah, so one day I fell in love with this girl and then...
Who's that girl?
I'm going to say, right? So obvious. Okay, anyway, yeah, so I fell in love with this girl and thereafter her top 3 goals became my top 3 goals. Okay, at least my top 6 goals.
How did you become that?
Automatically. It's just, you know.
For me, all my goals had to change. Because...
Huh? Really? Why?
No, I mean, I don't think it's changed. I think it's like rather delayed. I had probably like a framework, like, okay, by this I want to do this, by this 5-10 years I want to settle this, you know, that kind of like framework. But I think after getting into a relationship, I feel that I have to envelop together with your challenges and your what you have to offer, you know, I have to envelop around that and then work around it lah. So I think my goals have been postponed lah. So yeah, so it makes me feel like I didn't even achieve anything so far yet, but I know I'm still on the way. It's just delayed lah, just slow.
You know what they say about growth? Even if it becomes slow,
it's still growth.
it's still growth.
Okay, but you said like, okay, like, you know, how did the process of like for your case, right? It was no goals to goals. How did it change and how do you make my goals part of yours?
Well, even I don't know, but you know, you feel like you just wanna take an equal share in your partner's life as well. Although that stresses you out more, I think it does stress me out a lot. Like I used to sleep a lot every day, but now I'm like, get up and go, right? So I kind of like this actually. She said that, you know, her goals are slowed down. I think, yeah, for a bit, but we are working on too many things right now. So I think it's really cool that she's got her goals going on track. It's just a bit slow, but yeah, I think I'm confident we'll get this done.
Yeah, of course. And I think this decision comes on because you accept me, even though I have like so many goals and I want to do so many things kind of person. I think you ground me. You make me decide like what is more important and what is not so important right now.
Yeah, I agree on that. Because you know what? One day I'll be like, I want this White House. Then later she'll like, no, White House is only for the US president. I don't want the White House.
No, I'm not fickle-minded. Yeah, but like I think it's because you accepted me lah. Yeah, all my goals and everything, you could see the value behind it.
I better see the value.
Well, I didn't demand that, but yeah, I mean, it's good. I think it's good that you were able to do that, and because of that, also I start to prioritize. I think I was not ready for a commitment or like not ready for I mean, I want to have a relationship, but I wasn't knowing like whether I really want to be with a person and give everything to a person or not lah. So the goals were so important to me. But now that I'm also started to accept you and all that, right? The goals metamorphosized. Chim English word.
Metamorphosize.
I don't even know whether the word exists, but okay. Yeah, you know, it got to have that envelope
So it kind of encompasses around both our goals, right? And I mean, I never had a goal, so now I have plenty of goals, not just hers, mine also. So that's a good
I
thing.
mean, for me, it was difficult to be with someone who is like perceived or assumed like don't have a goal. You know? It was so difficult, like and I see myself changing, becoming like him, you know. And I was like, no, I mean, if I like sleep all the way until 6 o'clock and whoa, that was a totally different story. Okay, the story is for another day. But like, you know, it was so difficult. I was becoming like him, you know, because I gave him so much of space and trust, right? I felt like, okay, this is going terrible. It's going in a terrible direction. I'm not going to go anywhere if I'm going to do that. And only recently, we are working into the rope of like, you know, roping you to my schedule. And sometimes when I'm going too fast or I'm exhausting myself, I have to rope myself into your kind of way of doing things sometimes. So it's good that we have the exchange.
Life's chill, babe, you know.
Yeah, too chill is not good lah, huh?
Yeah, so basically
it's a balance.
Basically, too chill met too serious, and things are better now. You know.
Yeah, can't find a balance.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, if you talk about couple versus single goals, right? I think it's really important for everyone out there to understand that before you get the relationship, guys, especially the guys, remember this: have your own goals, and also be prepared to take some goals and put it on yourself, because yeah, I think it's really important for you guys, even a girl or guy, right, to support your partner's goals and dreams. And not having any, it's not ideal in this current context of.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about something a little bit like serious. I just thought of it. Like, what do you think? Like, you know, some people, they are too focused on this idea of marriage. Oh, it should happen in a certain age or certain time period. Okay, if it's too delayed, then it's not healthy, you know, something like that, right? And then they will rush marriage for the individual. They meaning the family or relatives or whoever. Even they themselves would feel afraid that they cannot find someone, and they might even, you know, be ready to accept whoever the person is they want to marry, right?
What? Okay.
Yeah. How do you think this can affect goals, like individual goals and couple goals? How do you think this can affect some?
I've seen couples, right, living really individually. Like, I don't care what my couple's goal, my partner's goals are. I don't care what the dreams are. This is my thing. I'm gonna do my thing, right? And that's what I think causes a lot of couples to their communication breaks down, right?
Yeah.
And you know, it's just an unhappy situation where, because you see, I think as goals, right, it can be very different. It can be. This couple has this partner has this idea of life, and the other partner has another idea of life.
Yeah, and it's not communicated, and it's very distanced.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. To me, I have never envisioned a scenario where I want to live a life where, like, my husband and I were like totally separate. I have never envisioned that. Maybe I did when I was very young, and I didn't really value what communication is in a relationship. But right now, I feel that no, this is not gonna work. I've also encountered like some couples who try to demolish their partner's goals, and then the partner who's naturally more giving and compromising, right? They would totally eliminate it, or they would secretly do it on their own, or they will not give up lah. They will do whatever they can to maintain their space to fulfill that goal. But that would be like probably 20% of the effort for their own goals, you know. But for the partner's goal, right, they will give like 80%, 95%, that kind of like. So it's an imbalance. And I also don't think it's healthy, because at the end of the day, you are your own individual and you have the right to fulfill it.
Yeah.
But what's the sad thing is, even if they give 20%, right, the partner who takes a lot would like demand more, because you're already giving so much, right? They feel like if I demand more, I can take more. Something.
So
like
basically, like, givers keep giving, and then the takers keep taking. Right.
So that's also quite dangerous.
I totally agree with that. Yeah. So where do we draw the line then? Where do we?
I think it's more about, first and foremost, right, making the decision that, hey, I choose to be with you, and you choose to be with me. Maybe the circumstances might not be as how we wanted it. I'm talking it for everyone lah. I'm not specifically pinpointing a certain type of couple. Like even if you're arranged marriage, even if it was a love marriage, even if it was
An
like
accident.
huh?
Accident.
An accident, or like or like
Yeah.
you met in a very unique way, whatever. The two people have to make the decision. Okay,
A conscious decision,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, no matter what, I choose to be with you, and they continuously make that effort to do that. Not I mean, families are important, but irregardless of that, you value the fact that the love that you want in your life, if it's here, you have there's courage also to hold space for it. I think when you are able to do that, then slowly you will start prioritizing your needs, and then you're able to communicate it clearly. And if the partner is okay with that, they can also accept and grow and nurture it. But if it's not according to their needs, then you can decide, hey, actually that's not part of my needs. Do you want to shut it out, or do you want to change it a little? Yeah, then that kind of conversation takes another kind of route.
Then the question comes whether, like, if let's say your needs are overpowering mine, or like your goals are actually doesn't fit with my goals, right? Then what do we do?
I mean that is depending on every single couple. Okay, it's of course subjective, and there are also many kinds of responses that one can have with this particular scenario.
Yeah.
But for me,
Yeah.
I would choose a non-abusive way where I won't talk down my partner's goal. Yeah, I would try. If it's not fitting for me and it's difficult for me to commit to it, or like difficult for me to help him with it, right? I would say sorry, I won't be able. And if you are able to handle it on your own, then I will give you the space to do so. But I will also watch it from a distance. And if it's actually not going anywhere, I think I will voice it out. You have to come from a point of concern. Come from a point of love and space. I think we talked too much already lah.
Yeah, just in case you're wondering, this is not couple therapy session lah, but I know since the last two episodes we were really funny and goofy and stuff, but we thought of saying something a bit more serious today. But with that, it's not a couple therapy session, so it's my 2 cents worth. If you want to take it. If not, it's fine. It's chill. It's fine.
But please let us know, how you actually balance your individual and your couple goals in the comment section below. We'd love to know, and maybe you could help someone else.
For
watching
sure.
the video.
Yeah. So with that, guys, anyway, thank you for watching today, and we wish you guys a very, very awesome weekend. And of course, as usual, please like, share, and subscribe. Till then, see you guys. Bye. Peace out.